Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, welcoming Cam Calloway in the flesh, aka Jessie T, Usher. He is promoting the new season of Survivor's Remorse, Saturday, August 22nd, 9:30 on Starz. Great show. Also starring in Independence Day 2, coming out in 2016. Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, and Jessie T. Usher. In my next life, man, I want to be Cam Calloway. How does that sound? Either LeBron James, who executive produces your great show, or I'm going to be Cam Calloway. You want to be Cam Calloway
I want to
well.
be Cam Calloway. I'll take it.
Congrats, man. Season 2.
you.
I love season 1. I played high school and college basketball, and I sucked compared to Cam Calloway, honestly. I was a white guy who could shoot who barely made a Division III team, so it was just a disaster. But I love any type of sports show, and This is great, man, because we get a look inside an athlete's life and really all the crazy stuff he has to deal with. And you get to be that athlete. Talk to me about it.
Well, you know, there's a lot of things that we as viewers, like, I mean, we might feel like we know what's happening behind the scenes, but we really have no idea. You know what I mean? We don't know what it's like when LeBron goes home. I mean, we can try to imagine it, but at the same time, that's like the biggest wonder, you know, for fans of sports. So it's a great thing to have people like LeBron who say, okay, we're going to tell some stories now. You know, we want to make sure that they're real and that they're relatable in ways, you know, so it's pretty cool. It's fun to work on, that's for sure.
Having LeBron involved, you know, I'm sure some of this has to come out of his life, but having LeBron involved, the greatest basketball player on the planet, although I'm a Kobe guy, I've got to admit, but the greatest basketball player currently on the planet, talk to me about having his involvement.
It's kind of surreal, you know, it was different seeing it on paper, saying like, okay, LeBron's going to be executive producer, or like hearing Mike O'Malley say like, okay, yeah, we talked to LeBron and these are the notes he had, that kind of thing. It's different when you see him and like you meet him, you know, and he has this aura about him, and he comes up and you go like, wow, like I'm working for LeBron James right now. LeBron James is right here. He's giving me a note. You know what I mean? Like
for autographs. I forget the notes. Autographs.
No, I'm just like, LeBron's get in this video with me. Let's like this picture, you know, that kind of thing. But it's so cool, man. It's so cool.
Playing a basketball player, I mean, as an actor, you know, there's hard roles. This is, I don't want to say not a hard role because it could be really, really hard, but it's got to be a fun role, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, with the cast that we have with Mike O'Malley, the entire team, the crew and the cast get along so well. Everybody's awesome. And, like, you know, Atlanta has such a great production team down there. We never stop having fun. But it is extremely difficult because, you know, the writing is like...
It's quick.
It's quick.
Really quick.
It is really quick, and it's witty. And, you know, it takes a while sometimes to get a grasp, to get a hold of. And then, of course, by the time we do get a grasp on it, Michael O'Malley says, all right, we're going to change everything. So we're like, all right, stay on our toes. Let's go. We're ready, you know?
So in season 1, we see Cam and the family get acclimated. And what's happening in season 2?
Season 2, everybody's settled in. You know, we know our roles, that kind of thing. Like the family has, we've gotten a little more comfortable in the new lifestyle. But now... we're during a basketball season, so Cam is having to deal with like practices and games and post-game interviews, all that kind of stuff, making sure he stays healthy. And the family's kind of wondering like, all right, well, what do we do when we're not just standing by Cam's side now? Because a lot of times in the first season, we were like always together. Now, you know, Cam's off doing his thing. It's like, what is Uncle Julius doing? What is Mom? You know, who do they hang out with?
I love Uncle Julius, by the way. That guy's such a pimp, right? Yeah. What's he like in real life? Please tell me he's something like Uncle Julius.
He is just like Uncle Julius, man. What the Mike Epps you get on television is the Mike Epps you get in person.
I love Mike Epps, man. It's just like, he's just like such a dirty old grandpa type, just hilarious guy. The one episode where he was screening the girls for Cam was the funniest thing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I feel like he might do that for real in person.
Mike obviously is one of the best comics on the planet. What does he bring? You know, as a young actor, do you sit there and try to soak up everything from a comedic timing standpoint?
Absolutely. I mean, at the same time playing Cam, I don't want Cam's style of comedy to kind of start to feel like Mike's style, but just watching Mike work is an experience, you know, because he has his own thing. I mean, there's a lot of times that people will come in and they'll give him notes, or, you know, they'll give him suggestions, and he'll take it and he'll like twist it and like put like a Mike Epps spin on it. I don't know. It's literally his own style. Something that you will never see anywhere else.
Speaking of style, I was just interviewing another co-star of yours, Judd Hirsch, in Independence Day 2, man.
Yeah.
I grew up with Independence Day 1, and you're starring in the second one, and you're playing Will Smith's son. Talk to me about Independence Day 2 being part of this iconic franchise. It's got to be so cool, man.
Yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing, to tell you the truth. Independence Day was such a huge film to begin with. Now it's just like this huge running machine, and Roland's been doing so much ever since it came out. He kind of just has like a master plan, and we're all just, we're all like soldiers just doing our part. But I played Dylan Hiller. He's Will Smith's stepson. He's grown up, followed dad's footsteps. At this point, it's exactly 20 years later. So it's, a 20-year turnaround from when the aliens attacked the first time. And it's kind of like the world's reunited and things go crazy again.
When I was talking to Judd, he's telling me, if you ever want to have fun, do a Roland Emmerich movie. Talk to me about working with a director like that. And this cast, you have Liam, you have Jeff Goldblum. I mean, the originals, some great people.
You know what? Roland is such a pro. And he has this vision that like nobody else can really see. I mean, I guess because he's doing it for so long and he just really knows. I mean, he's so enveloped in this project in Independence Day Resurgence. So just being on set is kind of just being like a part of the Roland experience. You know what I mean? He comes onto set and he just has this look and you can tell he's thinking about something, but you can't really tell what he's thinking about. Or he'll come up and he'll give you notes, but not really, because I feel like he knows what he wants, but he doesn't want to tell you what to do necessarily. He kind of just lets you find it. And then once you find it, he'll give you like, he'll be way back and he'll give you like the little thumbs up or something. And he'll be like, just keep doing that. And then like, okay, I think we're on the same page now, finally.
I had some friends visit the set because they were doing set visits a couple weeks ago. And they said this was one of the most fun casts they've ever seen. Talk to me about this cast. It seems like you guys are just, from what I'm hearing, having a blast out there.
We are, and there's a lot of us.
There is.
There's a lot of us. I think it's like a cast of like 16 people, because you have a lot of people from the first movie, and then you have a new group now that's joining. So, which is myself included, and we've kind of just gelled together. A lot of the newer guys are learning a lot from the vets. They're kind of just coming into us. They're way more comfortable, of course, because they made the first one. So just being there with them is a great experience. They get to teach us a lot of things, even if it's not like direct lessons. A lot of times they'll kind of just help us be calm and just be ourselves and just bring what Roland trusts that we'll bring to the film. Just let it out.
Season 1 of Survivor's Remorse had Rodrigo in here, and that dude is hilarious.
Yeah, I think so too.
Talk to me about the relationships of Survivor's Remorse, because so much of it is, we see, the clownery and the fun and the trouble that Cam has to deal with his family, but it really is about family, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Ronrico Lee plays Reggie, who is my cousin. Tashina Arnold.
Yeah,
it's hilariously my cousin. A lot of times when people talk about the comedy, they mention Mike Epps and Tashina Arnold, but they forget Ronrico, to me, is one of the funniest characters in the show. Awesome. I think it's hilarious. Erica Ash plays my sister. Tashina Arnold plays my mother. They have like a little mother-daughter conflict. Mom kind of favors her son, that kind of thing, like the mama's boy thing kind of happens a lot. So not necessarily written, but what we end up playing on the show is that little feud between mom and daughter, and they touched on it a little bit in the second season. You guys will get a little taste of that.
I love it. Everybody check out season 2, Survivor's Remorse. Great show, man. Congrats on the Independence Day too, Grab. That's awesome stuff.